So this is part 3 of my network development video. In the future, which of the connections you made during your internship will most likely offer access to the benefits of a strong network? So first of all, I think one of the main connections that will have influence is with my supervisor, Cheryl Call. She's in charge of a lot of things at the hospital, and so she will provide important connections with the hospital here in Provo, as well as she'd be able to connect me with hospitals elsewhere in Utah and in the United States because of her position there. For example, when I go to Seattle this summer, I could contact her and she could help facilitate connections or job opportunities to those hospitals. So that's an important connection, as well as the physicians that I associated with in the operating room, specifically Dr. West and Dr. Lemon. Both of them can write me letters of recommendation for medical school. They can refer me, or I can refer to them for OR experience when I'm talking to future employers or medical school applications. They can provide insight to medical schools, and they can provide insight to healthcare professions in general, and they can link me to other professionals, other physicians throughout Utah and elsewhere, for people that I could also contact and gain those connections with as well. The third group group that I have that is important connections that I made during the internship is the orderlies, specifically the guys Carlos, Weston, and Kyle, because those three are future physicians. They are medical school candidates right now, and so I can work with them in our preparation for medical school together. As well, they could recommend me to the hospital because they're already employed at the hospital. So as I might seek to be employed for the hospital in the future, maybe next year or something, they could work to my advantage. They could put in a good word for me in that regard. What did you learn about the process and about yourself through your internship? So first of all, I've learned that the OR processes at the operating room are very complex and very nuanced, and I need experience and hands-on time to understand that. I also learned there's kind of a hierarchy in the hospital, and you can move up and down that hierarchy either based on your professionalism, whether that's education or how you present yourself. I learned that I know enough to present myself well. I know enough I have enough experiences to connect with others and provide important insight and feedback. I can plan events, I can carry out a project, I can help my coworkers become more effective, and I learned that I can always learn from my coworkers as well, ways that I personally can be more effective. Using what you learned from this exercise, what are your plans to maintain and continue building a powerful network? So a specific goal that I have is to have Dr. West write me a letter of recommendation for medical school. A measurable goal that I have is to have my supervisor, Cheryl Call, recommend me to 3 other hospitals in the area or in Seattle for this summer. An agreed upon goal is for me to maintain contact with all the physicians that I came to know in the medical school application process. Realistic goal is to connect via LinkedIn with all of my current connections. And the time-bound goal is to continue volunteering at the hospital once a week for the next 2 months.